it's a trial by stone. So, yeah, it's been a long time since I've uploaded, but don't fear, I am back. So, alright, so I wanted to do something different to kind of start me back. Um, I may have mentioned before, I think I have, but I am a fan of the Criterion Collection. Criterion Collection and Arrow Video. I've mentioned a few times that I am subscribed to Arrow Video streaming service, but today I want to focus on Criterion. I'm pretty new to it, but I kind of want to show off my collection because I got something really cool the other day. And yeah, so just want to point out I haven't seen the majority of these actually. I've only watched a few, but I fully intend on watching the big thing over the summer. Uh, so yeah, so let's get into this. I'm gonna start with my regular Blu-rays. Um, so first I have M by Fritz Lang. I really don't know much about this. I believe it's just a thriller. It's labeled in here as a psychological thriller. It's German. Came out in 1931. This was actually a gift to me for my birthday from my parents, and I am very excited to watch it. Yeah, it is M by Fritz Lang. So, this up here. Next, I've got The War of the Worlds. So, again, I haven't seen this either. And I got this for Christmas, I think? Yeah. I'm trying to figure out who directed this. Oh, Byron Haskin. The screenplay was written by Barry Lyndon. Not Barry Lyndon, close. So yeah, War of the Worlds. This came out in 1953. It's 85 minutes. I love the cover for this. I really don't know much about it. It's just, it has this history with my family. It's the first movie that my grandmother and my then-to-be grandfather went to go see as a date. So yeah, it's really cool. It's written by, I have this connection to it, and I really like that for it, and I cannot wait to watch it. It's got some really cool special effects from what I've seen. It was based on a story by H.G. Wells, and then remade years later with, I think Spielberg directed it with Tom Cruise, and I watched that when I was really young, and I thought it was cool when I was young. I don't think I'd like it if I watched it now, but yeah, War of the Worlds. Again, I love the cover for this. So I've tried to, I know Criterion is much more for when comparing Criterion and Arrow, Arrow is much more for cult movies. Criterion is much more for prestige-ish movies. I don't know if that's would be offensive to call it, but just to call Criterion offensive, or to call Criterion prestige could be offensive to some people, I guess, but it is. it is a prestige award to be a Criterion film. But anyway, I've tried specifically to get into to try to procure the more culty things. I really want I'm trying to get all of the sci-fi films from like the 50s and 60s from Criterion, and I want to get a lot of their samurai and kung fu films, and I have a few of them, but so I have War of the Worlds, and then next I have Robinson Crusoe on Mars. I have no clue what this is. Apparently it's directed by Byron Haskin, who's the same guy who did War of the Worlds. Yeah, I have no clue what it is. It sounds really cool. 1964, there's a monkey in a spacesuit. That's all I know. It's got a cool cover. Yeah, I have heard a few good things about it. I think I watched a review for it when I bought it, but I mainly bought it with the intention of it being a sci-fi film from the 50s and 60s, because they're cool and I don't really have any, and they inspired a lot of modern day sci-fi. So I really don't know much about this at all, but I am excited to watch it. So, Robinson Crusoe on Mars. Now, also, just figure I should point out, I think YouTube screwed up their thing to where I used to be able to upload a video from YouTube, and it wasn't letting me do that. I had to select a video that I had already filmed, and me being not having anything, I had to film it from my phone. So I'm just now realizing that the images might just be flipped, like a mirror. So that sucks. Not Tarkovsky's The Mirror, but, you know, a mirror. But anyway, moving on. The Blob. This is Irvin S. Yorth Jr.'s The Blob. Came out in 1958. Once again, I don't know a whole lot about it. I know like broad beats. It's Blob. I've seen scenes from it. The Blob. It's got some cool special effects. I've heard it's really goofy, and Steve McQueen is in it. So yeah, came out in 1958. 82 minutes. Yeah, I'm actually really excited to watch this. I think I'll really like it, actually. I've heard good things about the remake from '88. It's got some really cool special effects. A new up-and-coming director that I've really had my eye on that I really like, Panos Cosmatos, did like Mandy and Beyond the Black Rainbow, two films I really enjoy. I believe he talked about it. I'm either thinking of him talking about that or The Fly 2. Either way, about how the remake was really disturbing and had cool effects. But anyway, so does this one, and I'm really excited to watch it. Going along with the 50s, 60s sci-fi binge. So, yeah. The Blob. Next is something different, but nonetheless, probably my most anticipated watch from my Criterion Collection. But I'm really not sure about that. I have a big thing that I'm really excited to jump into. But anyway, I have Andrei Tarkovsky's Stalker. Now, I do know more about this than I think the others. This came out in 1979, by the way. This was a Christmas present for me. I heard that this was Tarkovsky's final film, I think. So it's in Russian. A lot of it is yellow, from what I've seen. I actually started it a while back, and I was not in the right mood to be watching a nearly 3-hour-long Russian sci-fi movie from the 70s. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna chill and wait and watch this on a better day. So I felt off on it. I watched like the first 12 minutes, and I thought it was interesting from what I saw, and it was pretty immediately it registered with me that this was going to be something that was going to be special. So I'm glad I waited, because I really don't know how it would have affected me then. But anyway, yes, I've heard a lot of good things about this and The Mirror specifically. That's where that Mirror reference was. I do not own Criterion's The Mirror, because I don't think it's dropped yet. It comes out later on in the year. I am definitely going to buy it. It's another one I've heard really good things about. It's a very pretty film. So yeah, Tarkovsky's Stalker. So very excited to watch this. Very excited to watch this. Moving on is I'll do my, I have 2 more single Blu-rays, but they have like slipcases and some cool stuff. You get Criterion for the special features and everything. So this is my first Criterion, actually. This would be 1954's Godzilla, which was directed by, oh crap, who directed this? This was directed by, gosh darn it. Yeah, I've seen. Okay, so this was. I'm stupid. It says it on the front. It's directed by Ishiro Honda. Yeah, it came out in 1954. I have watched this, and I love it. Specifically, the special effects are great. I love... This pretty much made me an instantaneous Godzilla fan. I love the black and white. Um, I love the rubber suits and the fire-breathing effects. The effects in this movie are great. The score, too. I love the original score for this. And when I watched Shin Godzilla, or Godzilla Resurgence, whichever version of it you're watching, and the score dropped, I was a very giddy fanboy. So, yeah, I really love this movie. This became one of my favorite movies ever. It's a very nice Blu-ray. Criterion did a very good job with it. It is in the... I'm, once again, being an idiot. It is 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's got a nice slipcover. Yeah, Criterion did a very good job with this. It is in the original black and white, the original aspect ratio. Yes. And it comes with a new high-definition digital restoration of Godzilla King of Monsters, the 1956 reworking of the original, with the shoved-in American actors and all that jazz. Yeah, I love this film. This is one of my favorites. Godzilla by Ishiro Honda. God. Next is Vampire, or Vampire, however you want to say it. This is directed by Theodore Dreyer. This came out in 1932. It's 73 minutes long, so it's really short. It's a German film by a Danish filmmaker. I really didn't know a lot about this when I bought it. I knew it was very influential and a very pretty film, and that it is. I really, really like it. I have seen this, by the way. I watched it with my dad, like, a few months back. Or like 2 months back, maybe 2 months, a month. I'd already started this channel, after I watched it. I fully intended on reviewing it, and then I never did. So, I kind of wanted to watch it again before I give a full-fledged review, because this is one that needs to be watched multiple times. From what I remember, it's basically a retelling of just Dracula or Nosferatu, where you have basically like the same characters going to Transylvania, meeting a Dracula type, and it follows all those similar story beats, and it's very cool. It's a very, very pretty film. I love the end. I remember it being really intense and cool. It's got a lot of disturbing imagery, which is really cool for a film that came out in 1932. I really dig it. It's a very nice Blu-ray, by the way. It comes with the entire script for it. I think it's called Riding Vampire. I've kind of called it Vampire, but anyway. So that's very cool. This is very cool. It's a very cool Blu-ray. So yeah, Vampire, directed by Carl Theodor Dreyer. Next will be the Lone Wolf and Cub collection. Bought this a while back. I have seen Lone Wolf and Cub, Sword of Vengeance. Watched this on... What did I watch this on? I watched this on Arrow or Tubi? I watched it on one of them. I think it was on... I watched this on HBO Max. That's what it was. Yeah. So, Lone Wolf and Cub. A while back, there was this flea market or something, and I'm really into comic books. I think I've said that before. So I was walking around looking for comic books, because if you go to a flea market, you're bound to come across something cool, because a lot of people don't know what they're throwing away. So I've learned to take up flea markets for comic looking, and now movie looking, Blu-ray looking, because I've kind of become a pretty big Blu-ray collector. Anywho, I came across this lady who was selling really the entirety of the Lone Wolf and Cub collection, like series, in these really small paperbacks, about the size of, maybe a little smaller than this Blu-ray, and it was all 28 volumes, or it may have been like 24 or something. I was missing like 4, and she was selling them for like 50 cents a pop. So I bought every one of them in one big go. I walked out of there carrying a box of Lone Wolf and Cub, and I've read 1 or 2 of them, and I really like them. And I much prefer, I don't much prefer, but I really, really like samurai stuff. Kill Bill kind of did that to me. Kill Bill is my favorite movie, by the way. I don't know if I've ever said that. But it is, and it really made me fall in love with samurai films, specifically Lady Snowblood. Stuff from the 70s and 60s. Lady Snowblood, Lone Wolf and Cub, Asian extreme films like Battles of Honor and Humanity, Graveyard of Honor, the one from the 70s, not Takashi Miike's remake. But anyway, moving on from that, yeah, Lone Wolf and Cub. I am very happy I own this. This is a very cool collection with all 5 films. Lone Wolf and Cub Sword of Vengeance, Lone Wolf and Cub Baby Cart The River Styx, Lone Wolf and Cub Baby Cart to Hades, Lone Wolf and Cub Baby Cart in Peril, Lone Wolf and Cub Baby Cart in the Land of Demons, and Lone Wolf and Cub White Heaven and Hell. Very, very cool collection. I'm very excited to watch the rest of these. I really, really, really liked the first one. I thought it was a really cool film. With a, if I don't remember, because I watched it like 2-3 months back, it had a really cool fight at the end. Yeah, Wolf and Cub. So yeah. Moving on, I've got 2 more. So this is the Bruce Lee collection, or his greatest hits. Get it? Because he hits people. Yeah. Anyway, this is the Bruce Lee collection. Whenever I've referred to this, whenever I've talked about this collection to someone, I've always said it's all his films, but to be honest, I'm not sure. I only really know of these, and I know he did. That's something that I feel really bad about. I should totally know that before talking on the internet about it. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, I know he did the Green Hornet and a few other things, but this collects the Big Boss, Fist of Fury, The Way of the Dragon, Enter the Dragon, and Game of Death. And out of all of these, I've seen Enter the Dragon, and I really love it. That was one I didn't expect to love as much as I do, but whew, yeah, I really love the Enter the Dragon. It's got a really big James Bond vibe to it. So didn't expect that. So yeah, I absolutely love this. Love that movie, and I cannot wait to watch the rest of these films in this collection. This is a very nice Criterion Collection. I believe it does not come with a book. Oh, it comes with a poster. That's what it is. It's a very cool poster. I don't have time to show that, though. I'm kind of running out of time here anyway. So, Bruce Lee, his greatest hits. Moving on, and this is my final one. This is a big one. I bought this a while back. And it came in a couple days ago. This is my most expensive Blu-ray ever. So this is from a filmmaker who is very influential. He is German, I think? I'm gonna say he's German. I really don't know a whole lot about him, but I know his films, and his films are very, very influential. My brother has seen one of them, and I cannot wait to watch it. And that filmmaker would be Ingmar Bergman. This is the Ingmar Bergman cinema. Criterion did a very good job with this. This is such a nice collection. It is a nice little slipcase. this would be the films come in this little booklet, and it has this awesome, really thick book to go along with it that I cannot wait to read. And yeah, so this comes with 39 of Bergman's films. It is it's a big collection. Starting with Crisis and ending with Sarabande in 2003. And from what I understand, a few of these haven't been released, which is really cool. That's really exciting to know, and I really cannot wait to watch these. And it has a lot of different versions of these films. Like, it has the television version and the US theatrical version of Scenes from a Marriage, which is really cool. And the same thing for Fanny and Alexander, which is one that I'm really excited to watch. Yeah, it has a lot of classics of Bergman's. Seventh Seal, Wild Strawberries, Persona, which is what the cover for the slipcase is. It's an image from Persona. Yeah, Scene from a Marriage, Fanny and Alexander, Serpent's Egg, Shame, Hour of the Wolf, All These Women, Silence, Winter Light, Through a Glass Darkly, The Devil's Eye, Virgin Spring, The Magician, Brink of Life. So many, many films, and I cannot wait to watch these. And what's really cool about this, the way this is presented, is Criterion decided to set it up like it was like you're at a film festival. So it has an opening night, a centerpiece 1, a centerpiece 2, a centerpiece 3, and a closing night. So they're not actually presented in release order, which is really cool. I think that's really, typically, in any other case, I'd be really pissed off about that, because then I would be like, I don't know when these came out. But the cool thing with this is it came with a little paper, that's what I was reading from, that I put on the inside of that basically tells the release order. Like, this came out in 1946, this ended up in 2003, and everything in between. But they're presented in this little booklet from like a film festival, and that is entirely how I plan to watch them. I'm going to start with Smiles of a Summer Night, which came out in 1955, and I will end with Fanny Alexander, which is fitting because the movie's like really freaking long. So yeah, I am so pumped to watch this. I fully intend on reviewing these as I watch them, and I will be doing that over the summer. So be looking out for that, ye who watched this video. So yeah, it's 39 films, is such a cool collection. So yeah, that would be my Criterion Collection. I've been collecting for, I don't know, I'm gonna say from the time I bought Godzilla to now, so that would be maybe or Gojira, if you will, for the real fans. Maybe about a year, maybe a little under that. Yeah, and I'm very pleased with my collection. Cannot wait to buy more. Literally, I just cannot wait to buy more. I love collecting them so much. I love their restorations and all their special features and their covers and everything about them. I love the silver cases and the spine numbers. Criterion is awesome. So yeah, this is my Criterion video. I might do an Arrow video. I really want to. An Arrow video collection, because I have a pretty substantial collection now. I didn't for a while, and now I do. And I have a few stuff in some slipcovers and some good box sets. It's cool. I might do that, so look out for that. But anyway, yeah, this is my Criterion collection. I have joined the cult of Criterion. So, yeah, I might start doing this like and subscribe. Yeah, I kind of need that. So yeah, if you like this, like and subscribe. I will be posting more reviews very soon. can't wait to. So, this is A Trial by Stone. Peace.